Welcome back to Trace 3D Plus learning session. Now in this video we will learn how to create zone and assign rooms to each zones and then create a system and then assign zones to the created systems and finally run the simulation with zero error and generate report for the final load design. If you still don't have Trace 3D Plus software, click the I button to watch how to download and install Trace 3D Plus and get 1 month free trial license. And also check this link for the part 1 of this sample project low-rise office building. Now let's start. Once you open Trace, now you can open the project by two ways. All the recent work projects will be shown here. So you can simply click and start the project or click the open project button and then go to the location. Under documents, Trace 3D Plus, under projects folder, you can find this project by default. This is the location Trace uses default to save the project, which can be changed later. Select the project and click open. Once the project opens, click on building and site and go to create building. Now I will start with creating the zones, but before that we can see how to view or modify the airflow load and internal load. First, click on the select room tool and select any of the room, and the room name will be selected under the tree. Click the pencil button to open the properties. Now under the properties dialog, you can see the tabs airflow load and internal load. For airflow, click the tab airflow and here go to ventilation. And here you can see as per ASHRAE 62.1 for commercial and 62.2 for residential building. You can change the people based rate, CFM or CFM per person, area based rate, and again CFM per square foot or CFM can be changed. Either you can change the rates as per ASHRAE 62.1, or if you already have a calculated CFM with you, under standard, drop it down and select general, and then under flow rate and the CFM and the type here, you can change it. Let us say if I want to change this with 50 CFM, select the CFM and enter the value 50. Likewise, you can able to customize or you can have a standard selection as per ASHRAE. Now you can change this for each rooms. Drop the room list and select any of the room and again go to airflow, ventilation and change ventilation rates for each rooms. Either you can have AirShare 62.1 or have a customized one with selecting the general option. Same like for internal loads, click the internal load tab. Let us say I'm just selecting Office 101. Under this you can see people load, lighting load and miscellaneous equipment load. You can uncheck any of the people load and have a customized people load. Click the plus button and then select the particular type from here. This is an office and again it is the number of people. Let us say I want to mention 2 people in this room and select it as low rise office occupancy, and this will be the customized people load taken for this particular room, and you can change this to each room. And let us say for conference, again I will uncheck the people load and add a customized people load. Select from the list as conference, office conference, and it should be number of people and the density should be 10 people under conference. And under schedule, change this to conference, office conference occupancy. Likewise, you can change to each rooms and have a separate people load. Once it is done, close the properties. Now let us see how to create zones. Click the create zone tab under building and site. On the left hand side tree, you can see by default a single zone is been already created, unconditioned space and unassigned rooms. And all the rooms created under trace will be under unassigned rooms and it is showing the list as 12. We will create zones for each rooms, which means each rooms will be considered as separate zones. Now how to add a zone? Click add zone button and you can see a different zones is getting added with different color codings. Click add zone. It will add up the zones and select any of the zone. You can click the pencil icon to view or modify the zone, and you can use the delete button to delete the specific zone, and you can also change the color coding by simply clicking the color palette and select the suitable coloring. Now we have 12 room space. We have to create 12 different zones. You can also rename each zones. Simply right click and click on rename and give the zone names. Zone 101 for room 101. Likewise, I will add for each of the rooms. Now we have created zones for all the 12 rooms, considering each zones for each rooms. And now we will see how to assign the zones. So select the zone 101 and then click the plus button. That's it. Now you can see after zone 101 within bracket it is showing us 1, and unassigned rooms it is getting 11, which means the unassigned room numbers is getting reducing now. Again for zone 102 I will select 102 office, zone 103 conference room 103, and then zone 104 select the men's RR, 105 women's RR, and for zone 106 office 106. So just click the zone and click on assign zone, and you can see the color coding zone 107 is getting assigned for office 107. Likewise 108 office 108, zone 109 select the office, and then 1110 is the break room, and zone 111 is the office lobby, and zone 112 is reception. Now you can see the unassigned zone is 0. We have assigned each zones with one room, so it is showing 1. The quantity will increase once you assign multiple rooms to the same zone. And you can also change the color coding, like simply click the colors palette, go to advanced, you can select any of the color and click OK, click finish. That's it. This is how you can create the zone and assign zones in Trace. Now let's see how to create the systems and assign systems. And now next to the building and site, click the systems tab. Once you click the systems tab, Trace will have different types of systems: variable air volume, constant volume, double duct, chilled beams and induction. And within that you can have different systems inside. So under variable air volume, these are all the displayed here, the different types of systems. And in our case, for the sample project low-rise office, we are going to select constant volume single zone. So click on the constant volume single zone, select constant volume, and below you will find single zone. Drop it down, select single zone option. And once you have selected, click add system. On the left hand side tree, you can see single zone constant volume system is getting added. And in our project, we are going to create 5 different systems. One is for the office room 101 and 102. And another one is for office 106 and 107, and the third system is office 108 and 9, and the fourth system is for conference room 103, and the fifth will be rest of the areas like restrooms, lobby, reception, break room, under one single systems, all the zones. So we have to create 5 systems. In order to duplicate the selected system, click the copy button and create multiple systems of the same type. Now scroll up and double click on the single zone CV, and you can see the multiple copies. Simply double click. So we have created 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now how to rename the system? For that, go to configuration systems tab, select a system, right click, rename, name it as system 1. So I'm giving us S1. Again double click, so it will collapse. Again go to the another system, right click, rename, make it system 2. Again double click, and you can see the next system. Likewise give all the naming, S3. Again the next system, right click, S4, press enter. Again select the another system, right click, S5. Now that we have selected the system and also configured and renamed the system names, now let's proceed to assign zones to each systems. Click on the assign zone tab. You can see all the systems name S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5. Below that, all the zones which we have created will be listed here. From the sample project information, the first system should have 2 zones, office 101 and 102. So go to system 1 and select zone 101 and zone 102. Now you can see under the system S1, both the zones are getting assigned, And again, it will have a different color coding. You can click the color palette and choose whichever the color you want. For example, I want to change this to green. These zones is assigned to the zone S1. The color coding is green. And again, you can change the color coding for S2. So you can have different colors from here. Now for the system 2, go to the system S2 and select 106 and 107. Again for system 3, click on system 3 and select zone 108 and zone 109. You can see under the tree it is getting selected to the each systems with the color coding. And again select S4. The system S4 will be served for conference room. And the rest of the areas will be under system 5. So click the system 5, add each zones. Now you can see the unassigned zone is 0. So you have to assign all the zones until the unassigned zone should be 0. Now we have assigned all the zones to its respective systems. And always remember to save the file so that you have the latest update. And now the next step is to check the project summary and check for any errors and then start generate the report. Now click on project summary and click the summary tab. Under this, you can see any errors in the trace file. It will be highlighted here for template, building sites, assigning the systems and the zones. Everything will be listed here. If any error is found, you have to go to the particular tabs under building and site and then rectify the error and again come back and check the summary. Since we don't have any error, we can simply click on calculate result from here, or we can also select the calculate result tab. Once you click the calculate result tab, check the report and click on start analysis. Once you click start analysis, Trace will start running the simulation and it will take at least 5 to 10 minutes to complete the simulation to generate the report. And once the simulation is completed, under status, it should show us passed. Then you can proceed to export the reports. So click on the report tab. Once you click the report tab, under load, you can have different informations like zone cooling and heating loads, room cooling and heating loads, design psychrometry, and then load and airflow, zone summary, peak load summary. For example, I will just select the zone cooling and heating load by component and click preview. Trace will load and show the preview for the selected item, and you can see each zone wise details and the total BTU it has consumed. You can also select the room and click preview to have the room based cooling and heating load details. So you can see office from 101 till all the rooms till reception 112, all the details is been showing here, and click on the particular item will show the details here. Now how to download this? For example, I want to download room cooling and heating loads, zone cooling and heating load, load airways and zone summary. So simply after selecting the items, click on export. And once you click on export, change the path where you want to save the file, and then under export format, drop it down. You can save it as PDF, HTML, DOC file format, JPG or Excel file. So let us say I want to download first in PDF. Select PDF and check if you want to download everything as a single file, or if you want a separate file for each selected item, then uncheck this. Click export. And once the export is finished, Trace will show you the information about export is getting finished. So click OK. Again click on export. This time I will export this to .xls file, that is the Excel file format. Note that whatever the items we have checked, that only Trace will export the files. Now click the export. So once the export is done, Trace will show the information about export is getting finished. So click OK. Now go to the particular file location. So under documents, train folder, click Trace 3D Plus. Under projects, now you can see this is the trace file with .mdfz file format, and below that you have 4 files in PDF and 4 files in Excel file format, because in trace we have checked four items, that is room wise cooling and heating, zone wise cooling and heating load, and load and airflow and zone summary. Now we have successfully run the simulation with zero error and generated the report in PDF and Excel file format. So that's it. If you want the same file, just go to the comments and type your email ID. I will share you the sample project information, this floor plan with the trace file, image and PDF files to import, all the materials to use in the project. I will share it with you. I hope you really like the video and don't forget to subscribe to Inayah BIM Academy. Thank you.